She begins the day the way she always does. Her hands move through familiar work, folding, cleaning, tending, the quiet rhythm of a life unseen. Nothing about this morning feels different, and yet everything is. In the silence, something stirs, not a sound, not a voice, a weight in the air, a pause in the light, as if creation itself has drawn in a breath. She does not know what is coming, only that the ordinary has begun to tremble. Heaven is nearer than it was a heartbeat ago, and the life she thought she would live is quietly slipping away. The angel speaks, and his voice does not shake the room. It steadies it. Do not be afraid. The words are not command, they are invitation. Fear does not vanish, but it loosens its grip. She listens, not with certainty, but with everything she has. He speaks of favor, of grace, of a God who has seen her without overlooking her smallness. The angel leaves after delivering the message. You will conceive, you will bear the Son of God. This is not a question, not an invitation waiting for approval. She is not yet at peace, but she knows this moment does not belong to her alone. He speaks of a child who will change history, of a kingdom without end. God has chosen to enter the world through her. The weight of what has been spoken settles into her bones. This is not a moment for courage alone. It will require endurance. She sees the cost before she sees the joy, the questions she cannot answer, the looks she cannot escape, the future she will not control, and still she does not turn away. Joseph was a just man, careful with his hands, careful with his words. He worked with wood and stone. There was a promise. Mary was betrothed to Joseph, a commitment, a binding vow. Joseph worried of her pregnancy. Mary returned to her days, fetching water, food, carrying a secret she did not choose, yet never rejected. Between them, silence grew. He wrestled alone. Sleep takes him. The night changes. Light enters the dream. The message is clear. The child is not a mistake. What has been conceived in Mary is from God. Joseph is not being asked to understand, only to obey, to take Mary as his wife, to protect what God has begun, to stand where few would choose to stand. And in the dream, peace follows command. When he wakes, he rises as a man with direction, and that is enough. She leaves what is familiar, not because she understands, but because she trusts God enough to move forward. At dawn, Joseph comes for Mary, not in haste, not in secrecy. Mary does not plead. She does not defend herself. She trusts the one God has set to stand beside her. Joseph takes Mary into his home. From this moment on, her burden is no longer hers alone. They set out at first light, leaving Nazareth behind. The road is long, rough, and silent. Mary rides with care, her hand resting on the life she carries. Joseph walks beside her, watchful, steady, his own heart heavy with concern. The days stretch endlessly. Fatigue presses on them, and the world feels distant, even as it closes in. The sun rises and sets. There is only the quiet endurance of faith. Finally, they enter Bethlehem, its streets crowded and full. They knock on door after door, but there is no room. At the edge of town, a humble stable offers shelter. Not warmth, not comfort, only space, hay, and quiet.
Much time, effort, and costs goes into making these videos. Would help if you could subscribe to our small channel. God bless.
The stable is quiet, too quiet. Mary finds a warm spot and keeps breathing slowly, her body braced against the unfamiliar hardness beneath her. The hours stretch, each moment measured in expectation and endurance. Pain rises and falls, a rhythm older than the world itself. Joseph sits close, his hands ready, his heart steady, watching, waiting, holding space for what must come. She meets it with breath, with patience, with the quiet strength of one who trusts what she cannot yet see. The labor continues until finally the world leans forward and a child is born. And in the hush of the stable, all the waiting, all the fear, all the longing finds its purpose. The promise of God is made flesh,